Hello, this is Warpath 1985 speaking today's New Year's Day special as we're discussing the Transformers Haslab Victory Deathsaurus, or Transformers Victory Haslab Deathsaurus, in other words. Now this is another, of course, Haslab box set, very similar to the previously released and also reviewed Star Saber and Victory Saber per se. And of course, this figure set includes many stuff. A lot less stuff technically comparatively to Victory Saber, because you actually got a whole separate leader class figure with it, which is pretty cool. However, this, I had to say, I much prefer over Victory Saber. I know that might sound like a big hot take, but I actually like this figure more than Victory Saber. I don't know how, but maybe just because my figure had some problems here and there, but I think this one's very well executed than the other one. Now, of course, I'm starting in this giant space death chicken mode. As you can see, it's on like a flight stand, and you can have a couple other figures like the little breastmasters inside its chest, but it's not its back because she transforms in reverse. It's very confusing. But space plate and general flight stand is to focus and move my camera backwards, because this is actually real big mode compared to the Victory Saber's jet mode and booster. There you go. For articulation, it mostly just has some outward movement. You can do like a kick, and you can also move backwards. The feet can also swivel and go up and down. They also, the toes can tuck in, also can splay out. The head can look down and can look up. It also has some arm articulation. Then plug this in all the way. Has some arm articulation. Has a rotation, and arms can do a definitely a lot more than a 90, but can't really go down that far. And the wings can go backwards, forwards, up, down. Now, word of warning, if you want to put the tiger breast inside there, you're gonna have to back in there, have the wings splayed out much further than they should be, because if you actually had the tiger breast in there, or more not in there, you can splay much forward, or more backwards like this. However, if you have tiger breasts in there, it will actually limit this articulation, which is fine, because it actually adds a lot more fire due to the gold chrome. However, if you actually don't have it like this, and you have it much more closer in, it will start to pop out not only these little wing bits that the tiger breast has, but also pop out the tiger breast himself, and you mostly have him outward like that, or more or less situated like that. But now, as we're talking about the just over there, the actual breastmasters that are included, but later. But I will be talking about another feature that is a feature nonetheless. You can of course put a little blast effect to replicate him spewing out some sort of laser beam, or at least some sort of fire effect. And of course, you can just grab the living metal destroying cannon and plug it into the figure's hand, like so. And just plug it right in there, and it can plug into the shoulder. If I can just get it in there. It's quite hard. There you go. And plug in this piece right here. There you go. Here we go. Now I can wield the living metal destroying cannon in his beast mode, and you're gonna have to plug them on to here if you want to use any sort of blast effects per se. But you can't really do anything with that, because the blast effects will just hit the floor, which sucks. but ultimately is a feature nonetheless. Now the Breastmasters themselves are pretty easy to transform, and they're also nicely detailed. They pretty much transform very similar to their cassettes, or general the little cassette condors that were released way back when during Siege, and also Masterpiece as well. Just flare these out here and here, and open this up. It's actually kind of hard. I might have to lower down the camera because my arms are quite tired from doing the previous review, because I'm recording this the same day as the Star Super review. Let's flare this this outwards. No, place those here, and there we go. There is eagle breast, I believe. Now the mouth can open, and if you've seen the video by Mark, it is really hard. You actually have to get your hand in there real, like deep in there for you to open. And it can also be, or worse, is articulated. It can rotate ever so slightly, and you can look up and down. Close it back up. It does have some leg articulation, oops, because they're on ball joint. Very, very slight leg articulation. Can move up and down. Wing articulation is there at least, but it's not that much. You can just flap like any normal bird transformer. Tail articulation just moves up and down. Clean the little handle tail piece, whatever. Which, yes, it has a handle because it can turn into a gun, but I'll mention that later in remote mode for Deathsaurus. For Tiger Breast, it's very much similar, yet also different at the same time. Of course, this one you also had to use a lot of force, but more or less that's with the actual the legs. And just move all these pieces around, flip these outwards. Move these legs back, and if I recall correctly, you're supposed to shift these outwards, like so. And here is Tiger Breast in his beast mode. And now that was actually pretty much incorrect what I said earlier, because you actually supposed to pull on the actual wingtips instead of the actual legs. Sorry about that. But yeah. And you can't open up the mouth, but it's very, very hard as well, because you have to get your thumb in there. Much on this tab, just brute force it. Yeah, the mouth can open and close. The wings can flap as well. And you can use the tail and just pretty much do various tail regulation shenanigans. The legs also move forward and back and also bend. Same here as well, but as a ball joint, which means a little more articulation than the hind legs. And yeah. The head also has a ball joint, so it means it can look up and down. Or it's like a hinge joint. It was a bunch of ball joint. And also means it can have some side to side movement as well. Pretty well articulated figure, nonetheless. Now the little Micromasters are also included. Boater, and you can grab him here. Pipo are not really new Micromasters per se, but they have some new elements, but are in fact reuses of these two Micromasters that came out way back in Siege, and just transform them very quickly. And here they are. The Battle Patrol. I know, what a weird reuse, but yeah, they do reuse some of the actual parts, and not parts, but more transformation bits. I'm trying to get print his name, but I'll probably put both their names here if I want to. Here, maybe. But yeah, they're just reuses of the Battle Patrol. You can tell by not only their kibble placements, but also the way they transform, because you can see right here, Pipo pretty much transforms very much the same as this guy here. I can't remember his name, but yeah. Has little tabs on the sides where the arm plugs in, and the only difference between this guy and Pipo is that Pipo has feet and this guy does not, because the general combining gimmick with well, this guy, because they're actually combiners. I'm recommend combiners per se. Same thing with Boater, where has same general cable management or general placement, and also just had the same placement of cable here and there. and also have tabs where the actual arm should be. This also basically means that they just transform the exact same but ever so slightly different with those brand new tooling and general pieces that they made just for these figures. For example, Pipo, with his boat piece transforms almost is gained with a different step, unlike this guy over here where it's just a solid block and it doesn't really do anything. Did I say Pipo for Boater? And Pipo, like I mentioned earlier, the legs can fold inwards and of course transform like that, and arms fold inwards and just get in there. Yeah, I think that's right. Actually, I am. Just need to apply a lot more force and fold inwards, and yeah, same transformation as this guy. Now, the boat mode for Boater is very nicely detailed, and for to mention, the paint job here and does have the same triangular points as this guy, whereas a swivel here, just move it, but it's very tight. But it has a swivel, if you're curious. Which is pretty cool. However, the paint is mostly used on the front of the boat because it's actually painted on there. It's not actual like mold on plastic, which is weird. Same for the arms and majority of the little bits on the row mode. Pipo, same thing. Body's just painted, face as well, and the other paint as seen before. And I'll just transform these guys here. Have a comparison with their. Ooh, it's falling apart. Oh no. Oh, it's falling. Their Victory Crusader counterparts. And this is actually another complete set of Micro Masters, which is not the first time that happened. There's actually, I think, I want to say 4. Because there's a race car patrol, there's not a race car patrol, it's racetrack patrol, there's the hot rod patrol, there's the rescue patrol, and one more I'm forgetting. What is his name? I can't remember his name, but yeah, it's complete. Oh, it's falling apart again. The second time it's happened. Set this off to the side, and I'll probably do jump up to Deathsaurus' road mode, because like I said before, there's nothing much to really talk about with this guy, unlike Star Saber. Alright then, here is Deathsaurus in his robot mode. Now we'll be featuring some of the other general features of Tiger Breast and Eagle Breast, which are their weapon modes. And as you can tell, this took me a while to set it because I had to go through other general errands. But yeah, you can just transform him, fold him up. Here's Eagle Breast in his blaster mode. Where's her? Not really sure their general genders. Fold these out. Actually, I think you're supposed to leave this out, right? No, I think you're actually supposed to plug this back in. Fold these in. Fold these in as well. And I clap this in there. And I think we should, how am I supposed to fold this out? There you go. Fold this out. And yeah, here he is in his bow mode. And then just grab this. Grab the bow. And place it onto Tiger Breast himself. Now, to attach these is that you kind of have to attach them in very weird ways. And one of the things I forgot to mention is that in the beginning of the video is that Deathsaurus is more like a masterpiece figure, especially with the connection and general ports of some of the weapons or placements of them, and especially him having soft ratchets, which are usually used in masterpiece figures, and not the clickety ratchets that are usually used for leader class figures, for mainline stuff, or the heavy ratchets that you hear in Titan class figures and much more larger combiners. Because of that, you kind of get this very nice sounding ratchet. Ooh, that's very nice. And of course, you can have him wield, not wield, but more or less hold eagle breasts, which can just plug into there. Now they do rely on the masterpiece style type of ports, which plugs in onto there, but I'm having a hard time. There you go. Very nice. Grab one of Blast Effects and plug in to there. Very nice. Come on. There you go. I forgot you're supposed to fold out this little piece. But anyways, you just grab the bow, put it back in there, and use your butterfly joint to, there you go, have the arm sway out, grab your 2 fingers, and there you go. Now you can properly fire his bow. Very nice. And of course, these can be stored in his chest, since almost his breast per se, because they're breast masters. And that's what they do. You slide on in there, and instead of like being like a sound wave, you actually have to use your fingers, just slide them out like so. I already mentioned this in like the dragon mode per se, but yeah, I'm just mentioning that now if you're curious. Put these in there, pull this back in, pull this back in, put this down, and should just slide in there like so. I think I'm supposed to like put these feet out and this put this further. There you go. There you go. There's Deathsaurus with his breastmasters all in place. For other parts and details, he does come with a little adapter for a shield, same as Star Saber. Just plugs into there. The next Star Saber, you have to fold down the actual like familiar ports from these little hinged pieces per se. Just plugs into there, like so. And that's pretty much it for accessories to put onto the figure. For the rest of the accessories, you come back to here, and you can store pretty much everything behind his throne, which I'll be mentioning in a little bit, but yeah, just grab all of these. You can just put all his stuff in there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. If you're not really gonna use it, he also comes with a flail, very similar to Megatron's, or more or less Masterpiece Megatron. And sadly, he does not come with a posable flail, similar to Masterpiece Megatron and technically Centurion Drone's posable flail, but yeah, it's a flail nonetheless. Of course, if you want to move around, just might as well just shake the figure like a madman. He also has massive Centaur. Now, in anime, he did have 2, but he lost one in the first episode because he was hurled into space. But it's fine, he just has the 1. His final accessory is, of course, like I mentioned before, his living, destroying more living metal destroying cannon. Just pulls all these little finger bits, which he can hold on to, like so. Similar to oh, there's my phone. Just plug it in there. This beast mode, he does have ports where you can slot into there. Of course, you have to move the Eagle Breast's wings for it to plug onto there, like so. You gotta move the shield in some cases. You can also have him have his arms. This is situated. Flare out his. I'm trying to do this. I don't have to do this on this hand, or both this arm. It's kind of hard. There we go. Have him hold it with both hands. Oh, it's like fighting me. I'm gonna do this off camera. There you go. But to do this, you're gonna have to remove Eagle Breast. Just plug it in there. I'll wield it like so. And then you can wield it with both hands, which is very nice. I believe he also did this in anime as well. Probably the final fight scene. Actually, no, he did not, because if I recall correctly, he actually wielded it with both hands within his beast mode. He only ever did it in the first episode, I believe. Or this is my knowledge, because I haven't seen Majestic Victory that much. I'll just put them back together. But if I know, because there's a lot of gimmicks with this thing, because a lot of the stuff is mostly in robot mode and not in vehicle mode, like Victory Saber, technically, is that you can see them on this throne. Just plug in the throne on the base plate here. Let's lower down the camera. Grab your Deathsaurus, pose them all up. Right now I'm going to have him this classical hands on the armrest pose. Pose them all up. Make sure you use the transformation joints instead of actual knees. And then much keep your knee bend. There we go. You can tell it's quite hard with this figure being so large. And he should just slot into there. Like so. Oh, that's why. And there you go. Very nice. Of course, you can't make him go a lot deeper if you just have his knees bent all the way, which is possible, but does require lots of force. And just put him back on there. And now he just sits in there much deeper. I'm trying to put his knees back there. But doing so means that you're gonna have to move the arms outwards a little bit. And it's a lot more freely this way. There you go. Which is fine. But I just more prefer it to do it the other way. Although it may look visually less appealing with it just floating onto the actual what's on the chair or the throne, I just think it just looks better because the arms are actually touching the armrest. Now for articulation of the figure, or more for the figure, it's a lot. It's a lot more than Star Saber, oddly enough, which is impressive because I think it has a lot of articulation. But that was because the let's speak English, the wings and other beast bits. I'll just set them all up here. He does have a ball joint, technically, a ball hinge. Where's the hinge? Yeah, a hinge For the head, it goes up, down. You can do a 360 as well. However, I wish they included this was a transparent removal dome for the forehead to replicate both the G1 toy and the IDW character, because in IDW he still retained the transparent dome. However, it does still have a nice golden head crest and eagle breast as well. Nice chrome as well. Besides that, I mentioned before, he has a butterfly joint, but it's very hard to do it on my figure because the ports are very nice and snug on mine. Of course, the arms can move outwards. Let's do technically a 360, but wings get in the way. Same with the forearms, or it's the biceps. Nice wrist flotation, nice elbow bend, but we'll do a 90 on like Star Saber. The hands can go open and close. It also has a 2 pointing figure hands, or technically quotation mark hands. Nice. Put this down there. Does have a ab crunch, but the tiger breast head does get away a little bit. It's not as impressive as Star Sabers, but it does exist. Same thing with tiger breast, where just the head gets in the way with the waist articulation, but you can just remove tiger breast and they can do like full 360 if you want to, which is nice. The same thing applies to the actual like ab crunch too. Just put tiger breast back in there. I should just leave them out for now. It does look very unsightly. The wings are actually articulated because you see the same general articulation points, but they're not as hammered due to the tiger breast, which is nice. If you just move out these this arm here, these little hip skirt pieces, just move these outward here. He has a very nice kick, like really nicely kick. Can move all the way back. Has a nice spread. Like a real nice spread. Like this is insane. And very nice knee bend. It's a little bit over 90. And the weak pivot, but that's just because Japanese designs are very hard to do. Give a nice articulation. The legs can't really go that far back and forward, but they can do it a little bit. Do the transformation. Pull these down. The wrist in here. And for the final feature, because this thing is has a lot of features, and I'm quite winded from filming Star Saber. You can plug the flight stand into the base plate, which, if you're curious, yes, it's based off of his what's it called again? The Nemesis? Or is it Dark Side? I can't remember, but it's just the name of the ship here. From Victory, which is his battleship he used the majority of the anime. It's basically like the general floor, or I think it's a base. I can't remember. I haven't seen anime. But yeah, he just stands there and looks very imposing. I'm trying to look upwards. Just this is so hard because my space is like all very small, but doing my best. But yeah, you can of course pose. He's a person with Victory Saber, which I reviewed yesterday, hopefully. Yeah. Deathsaurus is significantly bigger than the Star Saber, which makes sense because I think that was the general deal with the original figure. But in combined mode with the, I think I accidentally dropped the. Oh, here it is. That's where I was. I dropped the blast spec if you're wondering. Deathsaurus is still a lot bigger than the Star Saber. It's just pretty. Oh no, it's Star Saber Victory Saber, which is impressive to say the least, and does not help with his base plate being significantly much larger. This also includes like his fight stand. Actually, no, his fight stand is actually shorter. Do account for the base plate slice, but yeah, just move him to the side. And another quite large figure I do own, Jetfire, who is still ginormous. He's like, just pulls him up. There you go. Yep. Sapphire. Jetfire. Sorry, is still significantly bigger than Deathsaurus. As you can tell, just put him on the base plate. He's still significantly bigger, or more or less. Also, the same goes for a Star Saber / Victory Saber. Yeah, this figure is ginormous. Same goes for Skylinks. Although that's mostly because he's beast anything. Let's pulls him back up. Now, I do recommend this figure. However, I do have to general little bit word of warning. It's hard to get now. Same with Star Saber. You do have to like either be very lucky to get it at the art market, because of course it's a crowdfunding figure and you'll get it during a general time period, with the crowdfunding being available between like a whole year basically. It's confusing, I know, but it happens. And you can't really do anything about it when it's sold out, because either you have to wait until Hasbro does the general vault thing again, they reproduce or must produce more for that general event, because that's what they did with Star Saber and the Sky Striker, etc., including Unicron as well. And other than that, you're pretty much out of luck. It sucks, but you can't really do anything about it, but it just happens with these Haslab figures. Now, that's all for today's general New Year's Day special. Yes, like, comment, and subscribe, and do have some news here and there. We'll be taking a short break from the channel because I am tired. I do have to focus on other stuff, but I am very much tired. From doing the 12 Days of War event and also this general event as well, because these figures were a lot. There are a lot in general to review and general deal with. So probably won't be back to the recent videos from the channel, probably like 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. I'm not really sure, but I'll probably come back soon. Definitely not a whole month, but definitely like 1 to 2 weeks. Especially because my schedule's like booked to the extreme. But yeah, I'll see you in the next review, hopefully. And I guess like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I forgot. Happy New Year's as well. Bye.